Okay, so part 3 of this Let's Build, and we got a new scenery looking going on. Looks like I built this whole place while we were away.
It looks like a forest.
Okay. No. Okay, so I didn't really build this. I created a new world, and because I created this second challenge, which this is part 3, so this is coming out maybe 2 weeks after the challenge hopefully got aired. So, and all it is it's a superhero race. So we built this. Well, by we I mean I built this. Andrew didn't really build any of it. We're testing it tomorrow.
What a shock!
Yeah. Normally Andrew does help with the builds, but like it was just like it was Monday night, and I'm like, I got this vision of a cool idea of a challenge. I'm gonna build it, and the next day I finished it. And it was awesome. And one thing that people gave me shit about was that I included the Tower of Pimps in our last build.
Right.
So instead I got which is obsidian with 4 blocks of gold. So instead I put obsidian with 4 blocks of diamond. Or that's not even diamond, that's emerald.
Ooh.
So it's the Tower of Destiny.
Tower of Destiny.
Now we gotta go find the Sky Fortress, which is what we're supposed to be working on. And so instead today, part 3, we're doing a important part of the build, but it's not a hard part where I need Andrew. So instead we got Brandon here with me doing commentary.
Hey everybody.
So this is awesome. He's making his YouTube debut on the JimmyAndTheNelson channel. So this is going to be fun. So where did I put it? So what I did was I used MC Edit and I copied it over into this world from the old one. And I have no clue. I can't remember where I put it. I remember it's in the ocean in this area. I honestly don't remember where though. This may be a problem.
How come it doesn't surprise me you don't remember exactly where everything is?
Because I don't have my teleporting system set up.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Okay, it's a lot higher than I thought it was.
A Sky Fortress.
Okay. So yeah, see? Totally replicated or copied over from what we did previously in the first 2 episodes. Although I did have to do some fixing because apparently the gold blocks, I don't remember. They did not get copied over with it. I don't know if I didn't highlight everything and I didn't notice that, but everything else got copied over just fine. Everything seems to work. I had to change a few command blocks.
Oh, grave robbers.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to have to change command blocks over there as well. Remind me when we're done doing this, I have to go into there to fix a few command blocks.
Right.
Okay, so
lava jumps.
So we got the grave robbers, we got lava jumps. Episode 4 of this build, Andrew and I will be working on. I don't know how we're gonna name this. I don't know if we're gonna call it effing maze or fucking maze, because Rage and Hollow both hate mazes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a maze, but it's gonna be like 3 mazes on top of each other, or like 4. And it's going to be like a multi-leveled maze, and it's going to be a bitch.
That's just not nice.
And it's going to be similar output like grave robbers, where they have to find once when they get to the end, they'll get the redstone brick, and then they can just kind of jump off into like a little pool of water and place it into their proper spots instead of having to flip a switch and having to find. I was going to be an asshole and make it so that they had to get the redstone block and then go all the way back, and then they can put it in. But I'm like, that might be too mean.
Yeah.
Because they might they're already going to get lost as it is.
I'm not sure that would be nice to people.
No. So I'm being nice. And one thing that I do have to do is I got to change the story of Evans because this one's coming out second. So this one's going to be like he's already been gone for 1 episode or whatever. So right now what we're going to do is we're actually going to build the chamber. What did I call it? The Chamber of Destiny, which is the final platform that you want to get into to get the Sword of Bitches.
The Sword of Bitches?
Yep, Sword of Bitches.
I guess the statement goes, first immortality, then the bitches.
Exactly. I hope people get that reference.
You and me both. If they don't, I'm not repeating myself.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I cannot get this 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Come on, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this isn't going to be a hard build. It's just going to be rather annoying because I do have to edit a lot of things first. So how's everything going with you, Brandon?
It's been going pretty good. I'm promoting my third mixtape that is coming out, which is A Clockwork Orange, the It Took Me Long Enough rap mixtape. Yes, I'm a rapper from St. Paul, Minnesota, go to school at Superior. But enough about that. I've been anticipating the new WWE 2K14 game that's coming out, everybody.
Yeah, they announced the roster for the 30 years of WrestleMania over SummerSlam weekend.
Confused the crap out of me.
Why is that?
How does Goldberg fit this?
He had one WrestleMania match at WrestleMania 20 against Brock Lesnar.
And it's considerably one of the most overrated matches in all of history.
Not going to deny that.
Like, honestly, WrestleMania 20 was just a long pay-per-view in its own right.
Yeah, see, the problem with that is they want to try and get every year, like every WrestleMania involved in this, but it's hard to do that when there were some good matches from 20, but you can't use a lot of them because of different circumstances. You can't do the triple threat world heavyweight title match because of Chris Benoit.
We're not even sure if we can even do the WWE title match because of
Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I wonder will they give the rights. If they gave the rights, if Hulk Hogan was easily given the rights to them.
I know. See, Hogan's a different story though, because he almost can get into like he can do almost whatever he wants. It doesn't, because it's his name that's going out there. It's not TNA's name.
Right.
Kurt Angle's a different story though.
But then again, Van Damme was in a WWE game when he was on the active TNA roster.
That was a different story also because they had put him in the game before while they were still editing and developing and all that kind of stuff. He made the jump to TNA after he already did his work with the video game.
Yeah, that was a cool game. Then again, it's just the whole... Apparently there's 45 different matches in that particular... that we're going to do at... for the 30 years of WrestleMania mode, and pretty much there's a lot of matches where a lot of influential matches that happened. The only thing I can really think of is one of my favorite WrestleMania matches I would actually say was a recent one, which was back in WrestleMania 2008, which was 24. It was Flair versus Michaels.
Yeah, that was a good match.
Honestly, I like that match. Then I was thinking to one of my friends, when we were talking about the whole... Bret Hart made a couple of comments regarding Triple H, saying that Triple H has never had a very significantly good match, which kind of threw me the heck off.
Are they talking like overall or at like WrestleMania or anything specific?
I think Bret Hart means overall.
Okay, see, I find that hard to believe because he has had some good matches. What constitutes a good match to begin with?
Passion, good story, the difficulty of moves, and how much the crowd is into the match.
Okay, WrestleMania 22, the crowd was really into the match. Difficulty of moves wasn't really high, but they both had passion for it because it was a WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd was really into it. I'm going back onto that because half the crowd was cheering for Cena, half the crowd was cheering for Triple H, and Triple H is supposed to be the bad guy, so everyone's supposed to be like booing him.
Mm-hmm.
But you know Chicago fans, because you are from Chicago, and you know
Yes.
how they act.
Yeah, that I was actually at that WrestleMania, and we were actually cheering for Mickie James to win the women's title against Trish Stratus too.
That was another big example. Was like, you don't know how fans react, but you know when you're in Chicago, you don't know what to expect ever.
Mm-hmm. Basically, like WrestleMania 22 was like the match between Cena and Triple H. That was one of those matches where you just look at the teacher in Triple H kind of going against the person who still has to prove everything.
And I believe that Cena did prove a lot that he is ready to be like the face of the company at that point.
Right. There's a lot of instant classics over at WrestleMania. Personally, one of my favorite WrestleMania moments was back at WrestleMania back in 2002, which was WrestleMania 18. Jerry the King Lawler kind of emphasized this himself, though, over at the show. He was talking about seeing The Rock and Hulk Hogan go at it in that first initial face-off when they was getting ready to fight. Like, not the most technically sound match in the world, but
No. Not every match is going to be a technical masterpiece either.
mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't have like Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angles all the time. Or, as my friend would say, I think the most perfect WrestleMania match on a wrestling basis, I would have to go with actually, there's 5 matches I can really think of that goes on a perfect basis when it comes to wrestling ability.
Okay, let me hear these.
Obviously, WrestleMania 12 with Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels, that Iron Man match.
Love that match.
When they have to go overtime, where I remember I was watching the Rivals DVD of Michaels versus Hart, when Hart was talking about how for the first time he felt like when he looked at the clock at like the 15-minute mark, seeing that they did everything that they wanted perfectly. And for me, on a wrestling basis, that was a solid matchup. On another wrestling basis that I had to say was a solid matchup was, I have to go with Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle, WrestleMania 21.
Okay.
That's probably going to be a recurring theme of Shawn Michaels here, though, but I apologize. But in my opinion, nobody has, like, despite Shawn Michaels' unstellar overall record at WrestleMania,
Probably one of the worst.
I think 6 and something. I'm not really sure what's the actual record, but nonetheless, despite his unstellar record at WrestleMania, his performance is beyond anything I could really imagine. Then, another match that I see from a wrestling standpoint was very good was, I had to look at the first WrestleMania match between The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. I'm going to try to get off my Shawn Michaels high horse, though, but there's a lot of them that Shawn Michaels had a lot of very good wrestling matches. But the one I can say by a good shot that was not involving Shawn Michaels was Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania 19. And apparently they said that the match was kind of closing in on overtime for the most part.
Okay.
And there was some spots in that match that just kind of, it just made you think like, dang, this is crazy. Like, Brock Lesnar may be 1 and 2 at WrestleMania, but he has had his fair share of WrestleMania moment. And that shooting star press is immortalized in every WrestleMania highlight film that you'll see.
Whether he botched it or not, it's always there.
I think that was the first time that fans were actually forgiven over a botch for the first time, because if you think about it, nobody expected a 290 some odd pound man to do shooting star press.
No one knew that he could do that to begin with.
You just look at it and you're just like, that's not even right.
Stuff.
Like, the laws of physics has screwed my life over. Just like the laws of physics of Minecraft screwed me over. Apparently they said that if Minecraft was an actual planet, it would be it would be as equal to the former planet Pluto. Or bigger.
It'd be much bigger. It's a PC world size. We'll go through. The pocket size is a tiny, dinky little world. The not PS3. The Xbox 360 world, it is I believe 800 by 800. So that means I think it might be bigger. I think it's 800 by 800, and then you can go up to. It used to be 126, but in the new update that's going to be coming out, it's making the build height up to 256.
Jesus.
So the build height's like doubled. And then a PC world is almost infinite. Like, you can keep building and building and exploring and all that kind of stuff. Eventually, if you get to a certain point, though, I've heard is if it's really far away from the 0 point, the game does crash. But the world is almost like infinite.
That is crazy. That's the one thing that you'll never... I think that's the thing that makes Minecraft so popular, is that there's so much.
So many possibilities of what you can do and what you can build.
Seeing this guy lay down the hammer is just like, yep, the hammer.
At some point, I need to cover this whole center area. I just don't know how I'm doing that yet. I got a cool bridge, though. Just got to do it over here now. So this is going to be a really short one, but you know, like, I'm looking at the timer right now, and it says we've been going for like about 20 minutes, maybe. Well, 19, almost 20 minutes.
Yep.
Because we started recording. We started recording audio and then dinked around for a while first. Then we actually started doing the real stuff. But almost like this is just almost going to be like a full playthrough. Like, I'm not gonna have Kevin edit any of this out. You know Kevin, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. I talked with him the other day. He got pissed off at me about episode 2 of this Let's Build because apparently my audio was horrible. And it's funny because we're sitting here just like Andrew and I are. Like, Andrew would sit there, I'd sit where I'm at, and all of a sudden, for some reason, my audio wasn't all that great. So he had to edit out like a bunch of it, because a lot of good spots, because you can't hear anything I'm saying and there's no way to fix it.
Lame.
I know, I was like, shit. So now he got really mad at me about that. So now there's part of a reason why this one's going to be so long, and is because I'm actually going to do a little extra on it, because there's some things that there's some things I got to fix with the redstone, and I'm going to probably work a little bit on the heroes charge as well. Is that what I named it? I don't remember now. I don't remember what I named the other build that we started out in.
I thought it was the hero's race.
Yeah, I think that might be it. I think that's what we're going to name it. Good name, Brandon.
The hero's race. They said I was a visionary.
it was really funny because we didn't know what to name our first one, which was like there was 5 different sections and you had to complete all of them to win the race. So you had to do some parkouring, you had to do a pig race, you had to do some archery, and then it was after archery was a flying race, and then after that was the actual like ender pearls.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't know what to name it, so we just submitted it without a name, and Hollow just named it the 5-part marathon race. I'm like, you know, I don't like it, but I like it because he said it's a marathon. And so now every time we uploaded the video for that build, I always put 5-part marathon just because it was like, yeah, I like that. I hope I'm not breaking anything. Nope. Right there.
Oh, there's the lava chamber.
Yep, lava jumps. Look at that up there. Hold on.
So that's how you're supposed to jump through?
Oh, no, the water's supposed to be down there.
Oh.
Okay. I was confused for a second.
Oh, you're burning.
I fell in.
You're burning.
So I need to F3. Now, I'm not going to be like Andrew and be a fucking asshole and say all these coordinates wrong. I'm not going to say negative 33.57659. I'm going to go with negative 34.
You have to go, when in doubt, run to the nearest 10th.
I literally told him to tell me the whole number, like, as in a whole number, not like with decimals. And he gave me these decimals. I'm like, you fucking asshole, did you not listen to a single word I said?
Round to the nearest 10th.
Okay, I did not get the Z coordinate. 418. I hope I'm putting them in the right spot. Because if I'm... Good thing that we have test runs before we submit it.
Good point.
Otherwise, that'd get a little bad.
I have a bad sweet tooth right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm thinking after this, I'm probably gonna go and buy me a milkshake.
Oh, that sounds good.
But the question is, where can I get a milkshake from?
McDonald's? Do they have milkshakes?
Yeah, they do. Them, Burger King. If I feel really adventurous, I would go to Woodbury and go to Wendy's.
Okay, so yeah, I think, you know, so one of the things that we did was we made it so that they push this button, Brandon, and they have to like jump up, and first they have to jump, land on that, and then they'll be close enough to jump up to land up there. That part of the video is still intact, thankfully. But basically when I first learned how to do that right, I pushed the button, I jumped up, and all you see is like a little Banjo-Kazooie bear flying up like 400 blocks.
How does that work?
I don't know. I'll show you. Let's see if I want to get out from. Okay, so we're done with. Oh no, we're not. I forgot to. We need to build the final cloud. So I'll show you. So we'll build it out of snow.
Smell the product.
Okay, we're just gonna go down here.
There's the forest again, or an island.
Okay, so let's see. What did I do? I had effects. I believe it was 8. If we put it for 50 seconds on 127, did I do that right? Yes, I did. Okay, so. Whee! That is literally what I did with Andrew around, and we did it. I did it twice because it was just so funny, and we got footage of me zooming up right by him.
I would have loved to see that.
Well, it's in episode 2 of this Let's Go, so check it out when it's out, whenever that is. You know, it's like mid-August, almost. What's the date today? August 20th?
21.
21? It's August 21. That'll come out in like September.
I know. I left from Dallas yesterday.
Okay. I think we want to build it up here.
I just don't get how many people built so much of this cool stuff on Minecraft. I think the first thing that I noticed from Minecraft was, like, for some reason, WWE had, like, a thing of Minecraft stuff.
Yeah, WWE, they got a Tubby Emu. He hosts, some people submit, maps, of Minecraft worlds where it's the entrance or it's like the arenas for certain pay-per-views, and we're already at the top. I don't know if that's high enough. I hope that's high enough.
That's a lot of snow bricks.
Yeah, I know. But just to have this one right up here.
Just one.
Well, it's going to be bigger, but I need to have the one up here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I just gotta. Oh shit! Is that 5? 1,
That was
2,
6.
3, 4, 5. That is 6. Good thing you're here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I just gotta fill it in. So this is where they're going to end up at the end of the battle. Or like once when they're done with all 4 chambers, whoever gets up to the sword first is going to have the chance to push the button. And basically all this purpose of the sword is to give them advantage in this fight. Because they were able to complete all the challenges first. So I don't know. Do you watch RageGamingVideos Mapstravaganza at all?
Yes, I've seen a couple of episodes before.
Okay, so I like the one that ours was in because there at one point I was getting really annoyed with Rage because he'd be taking really long on his intros and all that kind of stuff, and it was really annoying because it's like I want to watch the game, I want to watch the footage, and you guys being stupid and that kind of stuff. So at the end of ours, Rage actually wins. So I'm like, yes, he might fall for our trap. Like, I didn't tell Andrew about it. I didn't tell anyone about the trap. But at the end, the winner gets to sit on a throne, and they get to blow up the loser. So at one point, Rage flipped the switch to blow up Hollow. And what I did was, after some delay, I think I didn't make the delay. I made the delay too long. But I made it so that they switched. So that Rage was going to blow himself up.
Ooh.
And then Rage was like, wait a second, why am I over here? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. He got the game mode 1 like half a second before it blew up. I'm like, fuck. I was so pissed when I was watching. I'm like, yes, yes. Damn it.
That was a massive disappointment.
I know. We're not keeping that part in when we transfer that into this world.
Yeah, let's hope not.
We're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to be complete assholes about him. But it was just like, I was so excited. I thought he was going to fall for it.
Yeah. You see, this is the reason why we don't play pranks in the video game world, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so we got the final cloud.
Of snow.
Yeah.
Even though
I could have built it out of wool, but I think looking out of snow is better.
Yeah. Even though they're bricks. I will never get video game logic anymore, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know if I think this would kill me. Let's see. Whee! Yep, that kills me. And I'm nowhere near there. Oh, hey, I found the lights.
Oh.
Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. Shit, I'm still in the wrong game mode. So, yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is just temporary. We'll end up having to change. I might do a let's build of me actually building the actual place. But let's see. I think I needed to fix something over here. I can't remember.